What's up, brother? Today I'm going to show you how to reduce the worry, the anxiety, the doubt, the fear when it comes to reaching your goals so that you can reach every single one of your goals in flow state. That means effortlessly. Listen, have you ever noticed that when you really want something, the opposite happens? Like when you really want something not to happen, that's you get the exact opposite. I always like the example of even me when I was driving. I was learning how to drive and I was really stressed and I was like, I can't crash my car, I can't crash my car. Every single time I was like, I can't. And boom, I ended up crashing my car. Why? Because I was so focused on this. Not only there was a part of me that was like attracting it, but on the other side, I didn't check my left. And on my left there was actually a car. Because I was so focused on like I can't crash, I can't crash, I can't crash. Right now, I'm super calm when it comes to driving. And I avoid accidents because I'm calm and I'm focused on the road. And whenever there's a car on my left, I can see it and I can stop myself. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Timmy G. I'm a mindset and fitness mentor. I help high performers overcome the limits that stop them from reaching their full potential. Now, before I tell you the three things that are going to help you achieve flow state, let me just tell you about a story about one of my friends and how he did it for himself. So, my friend is a football player, very good, talented football player. He's very good, and he plays in a football team. And one day he texted me, he was like, "Bro, I don't understand what's happening to me. I know I'm good. In practice, I'm perfect. Everything is effortless. I'm in flow state. I do all the passes. Everything is flowing. But when I come into the game, it's like I lose all my senses. I can't do anything. I cannot even pass a ball. I'm stressing. I'm overthinking. The coach is benching me. I think I'm gonna get cut off from the team if I don't fix this. I don't know why this happens because in practice I'm good. Now, now we had a call on Sunday. He had a game on Sunday evening, and we had a call on Sunday morning. And I told him what I'm about to just tell you right now, what I'm about to just share to you right now. And after that, he texted me and he said, "Hey man, we won the game 6-1. I played super well. I got an assist. I almost got a goal, but I felt so much fucking better." And he was like, "Man, like that shit really works." And I was like, "That's what I'm talking about." I knew it was gonna work because it always worked. It worked for me. It works for everybody. Now, the way that you're gonna achieve that flow state is by understanding these three things. Okay, number one, number one, you must feel the feeling of winning before you actually win. This is so important when you want to reach your goals. Okay, you must feel what it would feel like if you were already in the position you want to be in. Because sometimes you don't even believe that it's possible. So how do you do this? How do you believe you won before you actually physically win? It's pretty simple. You gotta either remember a moment in your life when you had that feeling of winning and visualize that moment vividly in your head, but for the new event that you are trying to achieve right now. So if in the past, for example, for my friend, he was he used to be really good at practice. During practice he was good. Or he had a very good game, he had a hat trick. He scored 3 goals. He needs to remember that moment in his head, close his eyes, and see that moment vividly. This is called visualization. And now, once he do that, his brain cannot tell if a memory is happening right now or if it's happening 10 years ago or if it never happened. And he's gonna have the emotions of that feeling. So if he comes before the game and he visualizes himself winning, he's gonna feel better at peace. He's gonna feel like he already won, and he's gonna be less stressed. Now, you're gonna ask, but what if I never won in my life? I've never been successful. That was me. What you need to do is create a new memory inside of your head. You need to visualize something that never happened. And this what might also be more effective than even just seeing a memory, because now you can visualize yourself in the future at that exact moment that you want to be in. How would it feel like? You close your eyes and you feel the emotion that it would feel if you were in that same position at the moment. I promise you, because you got to understand that the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for memory, is the exact same that is responsible for imagination. So when you activate one, you activate both. So you create an imagination that gets stored as a memory, and the more you do this, the more you start to believe it. And when you start to associate, you start to be you will, once you do that, know already what it will feel like to win before you even win. And once you step on that field, when you step on that, when you do that post on whatever your business is, when you knock on that door, when you ask that girl out, you will feel like you already been there. You will feel like you already won, and you will be less stressed. Very important. First thing you need to visualize. Second thing you need to do is drop the level of importance you attribute to your goals. Okay, this is so important. Like I said with the car example, when you really want something to happen, when you really don't want something to happen, you don't perform as well because you're stressed. You're over. You're. It's like it doesn't like when you're in that state of overthinking, of attributing too much importance to things. You cannot be in flow state because you're in your head. You're in your mind. To be in flow state, you need to be completely detached. You need to be completely calm. And how do you do this? You reduce the importance. And to reduce the importance is pretty simple. You just have to consciously tell yourself that it's not that important. It's not that bad. Nothing worse is going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen. There's no pressure on you. You have to remind yourself of these things. And again, it comes to feeling. You got to feel, how do you feel during practice? How do you feel when you're just at home and talking with your friends? Let's say you have social anxiety and you have to do a big presentation and you're like, "Oh my god, like this is so there's so many people." Drop the importance. Act like it's a presentation to your friends. Act like it's nothing. When you drop the importance you attribute to things, you stop worrying because it's like it's nothing. It's just a fucking game. It's just a fucking post. It's just a presentation to my friends. I don't give a fuck, right? I can mess it up if I want to, and most time you won't mess it up because now you're so calm. Because you know that feeling when you're always charismatic around your friends, but whenever you come to around that pretty girl, you start bugging and stressing, and then because of that, she doesn't like you. But if you were the same that you were with your friends, she would love you. So that's why you gotta understand. You gotta reduce the importance you attribute to things, and it's so simple. This tip is so simple. Just stop. Stop thinking it's so big. It's nothing. It's nothing. We, hey, I work at a school, and in that school we're talking about the Earth and the planet, and you know how big the universe is for you to worry about these things. Like you think it's the worst thing ever, bro. We're like this, and the universe is way bigger than our. Like it's all like it's huge. Stop worrying about these things, man. They don't matter as much as you think. Nothing really matters. Like nothing really matters. And once you drop the importance, I promise you, and you act like you already won. You just gotta act like you were picking a letter from the postcard, right? It's like your name is on it. It's at the postcard. You just have to walk there and go pick it up. Would you be stressed? It's already yours. You wouldn't be stressed. You wouldn't be worrying. You wouldn't be like, oh my god, I don't know if this is gonna work. You would just walk and go pick it up. That's exactly what you gotta do with your goals. Just walk and go pick them up. There's no importance that you need to worry about. And then, lastly, you need to constantly reframe your beliefs every single moment that you can. Okay, so what does it mean by that? When I say reframe your beliefs, I mean you need to constantly remind yourself of who you want to be. So let's say right now you're stressing a little bit because you believe not you're not good enough to succeed at X, whatever X is. What you need to do is constantly tell yourself, I am the best at this. I am the best at this. I am the best at this. Okay? And once you do that, you need to act accordingly to that belief. So a easy belief that I could use right now is I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. I used to be the guy that was really worried about what other people would think of me. You see me on social media, I don't give a fuck anymore. But one of the beliefs that I started to repeat to myself is I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. Now this doesn't work unless you act upon it. So how do you act upon it? I'm about to take out my camera and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do it because there's people watching. I have to at that moment that I'm realizing I don't want to do it, I have to tell myself I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me, and then take out the camera. Now it always works better when it's the smallest actions that accord to that belief, but when you can't do that, take out the camera and film. And as you do this over and over again, you will see that you won't give a fuck about what anybody thinks of you, because now you had built that new identity. So if you're like stressing, you're like, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, reframe that. I'm the best. This is a piece of cake. I'll succeed. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. You can repeat that. I'm not scared of anything, and then jump. do the things that you don't want to do. I'm disciplined, and then hop in the cold shower. You build that identity, and this is how you will reach your flow state, a state of complete dominance over any fucking goal you have in your life. I promise you, this shit works like magic. Like it's it's truly magical. It's truly magical what this can do to you. So yeah, subscribe to this channel. It's actually my new channel. Follow me on Instagram, TimmyGFit. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. If you want to know more about my coaching program, how it can help you do all this for yourself. This stuff that I do, I love it. I was so happy when my friend told me that he's performed well, and I love helping people with these limitations that they have. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace, brother.